Everybody's ready.
All right. Well, good afternoon. My name is Manny Machado. I'm a public information specialist for the County Administrative Office. Welcome to this special event, groundbreaking ceremony virtually, the Garberville Complex campus project. Now, normally we would be in Southern Humboldt in Garberville for this groundbreaking, but COVID-19 has changed that. And so we are meeting over the internet. I want to welcome community members, media members to this special presentation. Now this project, it's going to include a new library, sheriff's substation. You'll hear more details on this important project from county and also law enforcement and construction leaders. It's important that we have the groundbreaking so construction can get underway with completion expected in early 2021. All right, so let's get right to it. I first want to introduce the Deputy County Administrative Officer, Karen Flower, and also she is the ADA Coordinator. Good afternoon, Karen.
Thank you, Manny. I'm Karen Flower, the Deputy County Administrative Officer and ADA Coordinator for the County of Humboldt. Thank you all for joining us today for the Garberville Complex groundbreaking ceremony via Zoom. In September of 2016, the County of Humboldt entered into a consent decree with the Department of Justice to bring more than 1,500 ADA barriers in 50 facilities into compliance with the ADA on or before March of 2020. After completing 80% of the barriers listed in the consent decree, the county was released from underneath the terms of the consent decree on March 13th of 2020. The county remains committed to bringing its programs, services, and activities into compliance with the ADA. The Garberville substation and the library were two facilities listed in the consent decree. While some barriers to access at these facilities were removed during the consent decree, others remained. Barriers that remained were not cost-effective to pursue given the conditions of the building. ADA Compliance Team Project Manager Travis Smith will share with you information on the Sheriff's Substation and Library Facilities condition assessments and the new amenities to provide greater access to all at the new Garberville Complex. This project began with the solicitation of design firms in November of 2018. In February of 2019, design for this project was awarded to Sally Swanson Architects. And in March of 2020, construction of the project was awarded to Adams Commercial General Contracting of Eureka. The total project cost is estimated at $2.6 million, with funding dedicated from the general fund and from the finance plan. This project is one that meets the goals of the county's facility master plan of creating co-location or campus-style complexes that provide greater access and ease of access to the communities they serve. Public comment into the compliance plan or the facility master plan closed on August 6th of 2020. County staff is in the process of compiling the survey results received and will be bringing this facility master plan to the Board of Supervisors in the coming months. This facility master planning document will help to guide the county into its next steps for ADA compliance modification and future planning for county facilities. The County Administrative Office ADA Compliance Team is excited to see this fully accessible facility being built in Garberville and to be able to provide greater access to library and sheriff's operations to the Southern Humboldt community. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Manny Machado, Humboldt County Public Information Specialist.
All right, thanks a lot, Karen. Up next on our special presentation of the Garberville Complex Campus project is now Travis Smith, and he is the project manager. Hi, Travis.
Hey, thank you, Manny. I have a brief presentation that I'm going to pull up right now, so if you bear with me just a moment. Can everybody see my screen there?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for this auspicious occasion, the groundbreaking of the Garberville Campus Complex. My name is Travis Smith, CAO Project Manager with the County Administrative Office ADA Compliance Team. Today represents the culmination of nearly 2 years of design and project planning, as well as a community interdepartmental coordination effort to deliver a brand new state-of-the-art facility that meets a wide variety of needs for the Southern Humboldt community. The Garberville Campus Complex project will include the demolition of the existing Garberville branch of the Humboldt County Library, as well as the former Sept District Supervisor's Office building, and construction of a new modular mini complex located at 715 Cedar Street in Garberville. Once the existing buildings have been demolished, a new modular building will be placed on the site that will house the Garberville branch of the Humboldt County Library, the Garberville Sheriff's Substation, and an interdepartmental conference room that can be used for a variety of purposes, including but not limited to a meeting location for the Garberville veterans, as well as other county programs which may need a meeting space in the Southern Humboldt region. The building will be just under 5,000 square feet, with the library's footprint occupying approximately 1,900. The entire building will meet or exceed both federal and state accessibility standards as defined under the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, and Chapter 11B of the California Building Code. Each program will have separate ADA accessible public entrances, and the facility will be constructed to meet and in some systems exceed current California Title 24 energy standards. The library will feature accessible computer workstations, fiber optic high-speed wireless internet access, and a multimedia projector for presentations and movie viewing, a lively children's section, and a contemporary reading study area. The Sheriff's Office will continue to provide services to the Southern Humboldt region at their current location until they move into the new facility. The Sheriff's Substation will be approximately 1,800 square feet and will feature an improved office layout and design, an ADA accessible public lobby, an interview room, enhanced features that promote the safety of the public and the deputies, and a backup generator that on site that will provide emergency power during electrical service interruption. The interdepartmental conference room will feature a multimedia center and a high-speed wireless internet for presentations and video conferencing. The site prep will include a new parking lot complete with fully accessible parking stalls, new site lighting, and an accessible path of travel linking the public right-of-way to site amenities. Upgrades to site utilities such as electrical, water, gas, emergency backup generation, fiber optic internet communications, and wastewater improvements are also critical design elements to the project. This is a representation of what the new campus monument sign will look like when complete. As Deputy County Administrative Officer and ADA Coordinator Karen Clower spoke to, existing buildings are both facilities listed in the 2016 United States Department of Justice Consent Decree as having access barriers defined under the ADA. The projected costs associated with ADA barrier remediation, combined with an excessive amount of deferred maintenance at these sites, has determined that replacement of these buildings with a newer, contemporary, and energy-efficient building is the cost-effective and sustainable approach. The existing facilities are plagued with chronic building system failures, roof leaks, and have simply outlived their useful lifespans and fail to serve the current program needs. If you look closely, you'll see the tarps that were installed as temporary roof patches. This is the interior of the public service lobby at the Garberville Sheriff's Substation, illustrating the existing conditions and building systems that have fallen into severe deterioration and contain a host of ADA access barriers, which make it difficult for persons with disabilities to effectively utilize county services offered at this location. The existing building lacks this necessary square footage and would require immense structural modifications to make the public lobby and the public ADA compliant. Like the Garberville Sheriff's Substation, the existing Garberville Library has its fair share of deterioration and ADA access barriers. To make the existing facility, fully ADA compliant, will require the demolition of the existing parking lot as well as the current ramp leading up to the building. The current building configuration and layout on the lot impedes the efficient use of space and would complicate access barrier removal at the current site. The building mechanical systems have outlived their expected lifespan and require excessive maintenance to keep operational and are tremendously energy inefficient. Further, building siding and roofing is in poor shape and has been patched numerous times to keep the facility watertight. These are photos of the exterior of the current library, illustrating some of the chronic building failures and ADA access barriers at the facility. The photo on the left details excessive deterioration to the non-ADA accessible entrance ramp, and the photo on the right illustrates some of the ingenious patchwork that has been required to repair the siding due to rot in order to prevent moisture infiltration into the building. Once again, more photos of the interior and exterior of the library detailing the existing facility conditions. This is the current condition of the 2nd District Supervisor's former Southern Humboldt office. As you can see, this facility has suffered from severe deterioration and is completely inaccessible to patrons with mobility disabilities. The 2nd District Supervisor has been offering and will continue to offer office times from the Southern Humboldt Planning and Building location located in Redway. The County of Humboldt would like to thank our professional partners for their part in design and construction of the Garberville Campus Complex. Sally Swanson Architects Incorporated is the architect on record, and Adams Commercial General Contracting Incorporated has been awarded the construction contract for the project. There will be 6 local Humboldt County-based subcontractors employed during the construction of the new campus. Barring any unforeseen scheduling delays, the new campus is slated to be complete in February 2021. The Garberville Campus Complex is just one of the many projects the County Administrative Office ADA compliance team has taken on to improve the facilities that county programs operate from, as well as reflects the county's continued commitment to offer all programs, services, and activities to all patrons, regardless of ability. It has been my honor and privilege to be here today on this special occasion. And once again, thank you for your time, and I will turn it back over to Manny.
All right, thanks a lot, Travis. Our next speaker, I know she's very excited about this project. She is the 2nd District Supervisor, Board Chair, Estelle Bunnell. Estelle, hi.
Thank you very much, Manny. It is great to be here today. It really is exciting, you know, and it's been very hard all along to explain to people what this meant. But I think as we go forward with all of the thought, all of the work that's gone into addressing the needs, we will see that this is a great step forward for Southern Humboldt. And this groundbreaking, okay, is virtual, but it's not just a groundbreaking for Southern Humboldt. It's a groundbreaking for the county, because what we're going forward is that idea of consolidation of services, of campuses, etc. So we've talked a lot about the facilities master plan coming up. That'll be at a Board of Supervisors meeting. We'll have lots of opportunity for people to speak with us then. But for now, I really want to say that, you know, we're going through a huge transition here in Humboldt County, and even more so now we're dealing with things like COVID. But because we had this in the works for as long as we have had it, it is going to move forward. So by next year, we'll be able to utilize this beautiful new campus that will be accessible to all, which I think is a huge part of this. I know it's very demanding, you know, to provide the kind of accessibility that we're required to by federal statute. But the bottom line is, in the long run, everybody can use these facilities without any barriers at all. So I think that that's a huge improvement for Humboldt County. And, you know, as far as the accessibility goes, if you notice in the design, this path of travel is something we have to address as well. So that's going to improve that whole area down there. I really want to thank the Sheriff's Department for being patient in terms of trying to figure out how they can get all of their operations into that area. And I want to thank the library and the friends of the library, the staff at the library, also Chris, and also former library director Nick, for listening to everybody's concerns and for coming up with some creative solutions to how we can conduct all of the things that we need in these locations. And finally, I just want to draw attention to the fact we're going to have really high-speed internet there. And I see a future where we can use that conference room for things like commuting. And as we all know, in today's world, we've all become a lot more conversant with this kind of communication with Zoom meetings, etc. So I foresee that this particular conference room is going to be very, very helpful for the citizens of the Southern Humboldt as well. Again, I want to thank everybody who's here today. I want to thank everybody who's working behind the scenes. And I really look forward to seeing this coming into fruition. And I'm excited to hear what else everybody has to say. And thank you very much, Manny. It's great to be here today.
All right, thanks a lot, Estelle. Maybe I can get one of those construction helmets. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, you need it.
All right, thanks a lot, Estelle. Next, joining us this afternoon for our groundbreaking ceremony from Friends of the Library is Liz Davidson. Hi, Liz.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the invitation to join you. The Friends of the Garberville Library support, promote, and enhance the services and programs of the Garberville branch of the Humboldt County Library. Over the years, the Friends have helped fund book purchases, magazine subscriptions, equipment like book racks and the bike rack outside and that weren't covered in the county budget. And we sponsor live music, lectures, and performances, especially for children, but for the community at large. Our library is such an important place in our community, and the pandemic closure has really brought home how much we need and value it as a place to gather, to study, to share activity time with kids and their parents, to extend our budgets by borrowing books and movies rather than having to buy them, to access internet when we don't have service at home. And a lot of people in our rugged rural area don't have any internet access. Libraries are important to a healthy community, and Garberville's branch is treasured. And this building is a very exciting opportunity to expand those services, especially by bringing it into the digital age. You know, we loved our branch building as shabby and decrepit as it was becoming. We treasured it, but it had limitations. So this is a brilliant thing. We will have 3 public access stations. We're going to have that robust Wi-Fi, and the Friends have been paying for the best we could get for the building for quite some time. And this is going to be such a great improvement. We're especially excited to have the projector and screens to enable us to expand program offerings with after-school movies, evening movie groups or discussions, place for lectures or slideshows. And generally, we're thrilled. The Friends pledge to support Kay, our wonderful branch manager, Kay Sheldon, by funding the purchase of new books for the collection, especially children's books. We pledge to raise funds to furnishings and amenities that aren't covered in the current budget, whatever they might be. Kay knows our community very well, and she will do a wonderful job making this new building into our new community hub. We're really looking forward to the post-COVID time when the building is open and we can once again bring music performances, puppet shows, art activities, and other events to the community. Just a shout out that this is a good time to join the Friends and support the mission of the Garberville Library. You can find us on Facebook at Friends of the Garberville Library or email us at garbervillefriends@gmail.com. And we are really looking forward to seeing you all in a happier and healthier time in our wonderful new building when we can gather. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Great seeing you. Yeah, that library and the services have just been great for the residents of Southern Humboldt. All right, with that, up next, Will Adams, the contractor of the project. He's going to say a few words. He's from Adams Commercial General Contracting. Hi, Adam.
Hey, good afternoon, Will Adams. Just want to say real briefly, we're real looking forward to looking forward to breaking ground on the project. This has been about 5-6 months of planning so far, and the best part of the groundbreaking is coming up here in a few weeks, and looking forward to a nice ribbon cutting with everybody here in 2021. Also want to point out my mom was a children's librarian where I grew up in Wisconsin, a small town about the size of Garberville. So she is also cheering on the project from Wisconsin.
All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate that, Mr. Adams. Up next in our groundbreaking ceremony, our virtual groundbreaking ceremony this afternoon, it is the architect, Sally Swanson. She's going to say a few words for us. Hello there.
Well, should I start? I would like to thank you for giving Sally Swanson Architects the opportunity to design and help construct the Garberville mini complex. I think it's very important to acknowledge a few people because it wasn't us alone. We acted like an incredibly tight team. First, I'd like to acknowledge Deputy CAO and ADA Coordinator, Karen Clower, for her vision, for her direction, and for her supervision. She had us going in the right direction. Then I would like to acknowledge Travis Smith. Now, Travis was a bit of a surprise to me. I'll tell you this, Travis, is that he's an excellent designer. And he criticized me and I go, what? Oh, he's right, okay. So his design ability really made me happy. Then I found out that he's able to resolve very technical and complex construction issues that in all honesty, I don't understand. He's working with all our mechanical, electrical, and structural consultants to get everything on board. It's a very complex building, which is a bit surprising, but that's how it goes. One of the things that I like best about it is you can see it's a small space, but it functions really well. Many than other buildings I've experienced. And how did this happen? It happened by people participating, and I want to thank you. The former library director, Nick Wilczek, the interim library director, Krista Cooper, and I guess you're going to say a word or two maybe, and library operations manager, Ron Wittenberg, gave their 2 cents. They said what they wanted. They said what they needed. They told us that doesn't work too well. That meant a lot to me. The most fun was the sheriff's department. I think they were scratching their head in the beginning. Oh, it's not going to work. But Captain Quinnell really participated as well as the staff because that was a difficult complex. We had to put a lot of different activities together. It had to be secure. It had to be technical. We needed them, and they came through for us. And so the citizens of Garberville and other county members, I would like to share that the Garberville mini complex will provide enjoyable activities, maybe a bit of education, and of course, service their needs as well. And for me, Mike told me this short speech was I want to say that I'm very happy. And why am I happy? That I was able to give you a facility that reflects the incredible beauty of your county. You live in a fabulous place. I want to acknowledge that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sally, for those kind words. And I hope that I won't have any overdue library books that we're going to bring in now. Chris Cooper is the interim library director. Hello, Mr. Cooper.
Hello, Manny. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really looking forward to see construction started on the mini complex. As Sally mentioned, it was a cooperative, collaborative effort, and you know, I want to acknowledge the creativity, the patience, and flexibility it's taken to get this done as a team. I want to thank Supervisor Fennell for her ongoing advocacy for the project and really bringing this to Southern Humboldt as a community focal point. From the CAO's office, the project team, Travis, Karen, Paige Rowley, they're doing their best to really help raise the bar for facilities and services, and As we see these different sites evolve and expand, we really want to set an example countywide and make sure that we're able to provide outstanding programming, services, and comfortable facilities at all of our locations. From the county library, former director Nick Wilsick, Michael Logan, Janine Lancaster, Rhonda Wittenberg, and Kay Sheldon, they have been really instrumental in bringing this together. You know, as the, I think Liz indicated, Kay is very much kind of the heart of the library. She and her team are really passionate about customer service, and together with the friends, with Liz Davidson and generous support of the library community down there, the library will continue to thrive in its new facility. As Travis stated, we'll have state-of-the-art fiber optic broadband, a digital projector to support programming for people of all ages, brand new computers, comfortable and welcoming furnishings. We've done a really nice job working on making sure that when we open the library, we'll have a really splashy, dynamic, vibrant collection of books, movies, and magazines for the increasingly diverse Southern Humboldt community. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thanks a lot, Mr. Cooper. Up next this afternoon is the Undersheriff, Travis Bro. He's going to say a few words and getting some new digs in Southern Humboldt. Hi, Justin.
Good afternoon. As he previously stated, I'm Justin, not Travis. That's my brother. But I am the Undersheriff Humboldt. I apologize on behalf of the sheriff who's not able to be with me here down at the shores of the foggy but beautiful Humboldt Bay. It's an honor to be part of this in his stead. Obviously, it's sad, like any chapter closing, to see the station that we have there in Garberville come to an end, as we have a lot of memories and emotions encapsulated there from all of our community dealings there. But it was pretty Spartan, as mentioned, and improving that is only going to improve our ability to serve all the unique communities that encompass our Southern Humboldt area, and that's what we're committed to doing. So we're excited about the move. We appreciate all the partnerships with all the other agencies and entities that make this possible, and are excited to move in, have all the new abilities to improve our services to that community. So thank you to everybody, and I look forward to seeing you there.
All right, thank you, Undersheriff. All right, Justin Bro. All right, we are going to send it back over. We're going to send it back over to Board Chair Estelle Fidel with some closing remarks. Estelle.
Well, again, thank you, Manny. What I want to say is this. Thank you to Bro, thank you to Liz, thank you to everybody who's been involved in this. This really, I just, sometimes I think it's hard for people to understand what's being planned. You know, planning is a certain level of thinking, but I think that the plans have all gone very well together with the working together, and I think we're going to see a wonderful, wonderful campus for Humboldt County down here very, very shortly. And I'm very happy that Mr. Adams is going to be able to get going with this as very, very shortly. We're going to have it up and running in the new year. And I wish I had either a shovel or a sledgehammer or something else to say. I thought about that, you guys. I was trying to think of some way to actually make this a real groundbreaking. But I will just say the ground is broken and we're ready to go. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Estelle. Congratulations. I want to thank everyone, the community, media members, for attending this afternoon virtual groundbreaking ceremony of Garberville Campus Complex project construction. Will begin shortly, with completion expected in early 2021. For more information on the project, you can go to the county website and also on our Facebook page. Thanks for joining, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.